Hello my fellow hunters, in this video I want to talk about the switch X changes and my personally thoughts about the switch X in MH Rise. If you want to see some switch X or hunting horn gameplay, you can watch my videos or speedruns I've uploaded previously. So in this video I only show you some old YouTube videos from Monster Hunter World base game maybe, and text. So this video is just maybe if you're interested, especially for the switch exchanges from Monster Hunter World into Iceborne, or generally if you wanna know how good is the switch X in Monster Hunter Rise. First of all, I'm switch X main since Portable Third for PSP, so about 10 years now. And the most important thing in this video is take that with a huge grain of salt, because we got no information about focus, power prolonger, percentage rates, so how much percentage we got with the skills in Monster Hunter World. In the description there stands we got for power prolonger 40% extra time, and there was a thing like a bug. I didn't know whether it was a bug, but all Switch X players gain 80 or 90% more time, and the insect clave players and the other players only got 40. So I didn't know whether it was a bug or not, but power prolonger was absolutely insane in Monster Hunter World. So, and we also didn't know, are there new switch X skills never seen before or new introduced in Monster Hunter Rise, or what else. Also, we do not know which file types existing and how different fast they are loading. So in Monster Hunter World there was an extreme difference between these file types. For instance, with the power file needs a long time to charge up, and the dragon file only needs 2.5 seconds to load the complete gouge. I show you this here. In this video was from me, you can watch it. I put a link in the video description. Dragon file, how to charge up this file. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and the complete file is loaded. A disclaimer, in Monster Hunter Rise it takes you like a complete minute, or maybe about 30 or 40 hits, maybe 10 times more to load the complete gouge, and I am talking about that later. But first of all we go to the positive things. So I have 3 positive things, and all that things are extremely good for switch X gameplays. The first thing is it's impossible to get interrupted during a ZSD. If you have seen my speedruns, it's impossible for the monster to knock you off or what else. And I'm not sure if we have earplugs 5 or so, but I didn't think, because when Mitsutsume roars, he had put the hands to the ears. And yes. Ja! Oh, meine Schwester hat auch mal Werkzeug gebraucht. So, jetzt machen wir auch schon weiter. Wo waren wir stehen geblieben? Yes. Okay, I think... Moment. Once on the World base game, you needed earplugs 1 to don't get interrupted during a ZSD since April 2018. Before that you needed earplugs 5, and now in Rise you didn't need earplugs skill anymore, and that's extremely good. You can fit more skills into your armor loadout. Yes, the invisible gambit move is extremely useful. Here's the description, and if you do that side wind attack, it is ZL and A, I think, and you gain about 60% of that green gouge, which is extremely good for the switch X and makes you like a ZSD spammer, or I'm not sure about that, but it makes the sword mode too good, I personally think. Yes, we also cause fire damage in X mode, but for speedruns actually the best thing is to stay all the time in sword mode, like it's happened in the older times. Yes, a neutral thing I have to talk about. Loading the gouge is okayish with low tier monsters, so if you have seen my speedrun with Great Isuchi or so, I killed the Great Isuchi in 149. I also have seen some Switch X players killed him with the Switch X sub 140, so I think for low tier monsters it's not a problem because there are also little monsters most. Beside this, and attacking more monsters make you to triple the time to reach the threshold. Now I want to talk about the negative things, and honestly there are more negative than positive things for Switch X mounts on the rise. Yes, loading the gouge takes an abnormally long time to charge. Yes, I've talked about that. You have to create too much hits to completely load this gouge. I'm not sure when you use a dragon file or elemental file. I think the build up is higher, but I'm not sure about it. How great is the difference? Yes, the switch charger move. This is the move you create mount damage. Often misses the monster. If you have seen my speedruns, you recognize this. And yes, in the trailer, that it's shown that the move always hits the monsters, but that's not the case. You often miss the monster, and so I have say that combo is kinda bad. And also it's very hard to mount the monster, so if you often miss-hit the monster, it's very hard to mount. And yes, with Switch X it's not very easy to mount the monster. Yes, we have no Power X mount. There are new symbols here, but that is not really a Power X mode. We have no port breaker mod. No port breaker mod was data mined, so I think maybe we don't have special mods now. We have the new max potential skill, but I personally think if you have seen my speedruns, it's kinda useless. There is no noticeable difference. When you're normally charging up your sword, it's nearly the same. How can I explain it? It's if you wanna come in that max potential state, it costs your time. But in that time you can upload your gouge alternatively with doing Heaven's Blood Flurry moves or what else. Also the max potential don't prevent this integration. So if you do some X move or what else, the gouge to disintegrate, and so that's really bad for the Switch X. So the max potential skill is kinda useless, I personally think, and they really have to buff that max potential skill. And it's also the next thing is you must be a risk taker if you want to do a solid damage output, because you have to put all your energy and all your moves to fill up your gouge. Now to my conclusion. All in all, my speedrun times was extremely good in comparison to other weapons. So for Mitsutsune I needed about 10 minutes. Actually the video is 13 minutes, but about 10 minutes, so it's a solid time. And also for the Great Isuchi it's sub 150. Yes, but maybe it's only because I'm a Switch X main. For a beginner Switch X player, it's a very tricky weapon, I think personally, and I don't recommend it you if you have never played Switch X before. I personally would say actually in this demo Switch X is not the best choice for you. You have to have a Switch X experience. Maybe a huge thing changes until March, but actually the Switch X is hard to use. You have often stay in the sword mode, but if you are a good Switch X player you can reach an extreme good amount of time, and I think that actually Switch X is the top, one of the 3 best weapons actually in Monster Hunter Rise. The best is Hunting Horn, second best maybe Switch X, and the third best is what else, Charge Blade or whatever. So yeah, see you next time.